I have the TV
All
on
right,
too.
what's up, folks? Welcome to the Nick and Joey Show, formerly known as the Nick and Joey Show. It's the Jew and Mr. 142. What's up? This is our special election night coverage, and we got some crazy stuff going on. What's up, Joey? How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. The night is well, Joe Biden got California. We knew that was going to happen. It's if Trump wins, and we said this last time, but everybody has amnesia. They should never ever do. The Trafalgar Group is the only group that should be allowed to do polling.
Look, let me just tell you something real quick.
If this holds true,
you gotta listen to this news that just came in, bro. This is breaking. Pennsylvania just announced that they are stopping counting votes. All right, Trump was ahead by 300,000, and they just announced we're going to stop counting votes. We're going to wait till tomorrow. We're going to count the mail-in votes tomorrow, where there's about 1.5 million of them left. All right, so the fix is in. They're trying to steal it now. This was expected. Right. So as soon as it shows that Trump was pulling ahead, he's got the popular vote. He's got the electoral vote. Looks like he's got it in the bag. It's going to be, according to the sources and the places that I'm watching, looks like he's going to have it, bro. So Pennsylvania, all of a sudden, they're like, put the brakes on. We're going to have to rig the vote somehow. And they're going to, dude, I called it. That's the only way the Dems are going to win is by cheating. And that's what they're trying to do, man.
Everybody, we all know that. That's the only way. They put it out there in the air for so long, and it's just ridiculous. Didn't the Attorney General, was it from Pennsylvania? I don't know. Somebody this morning said we already know Trump's not going to win. Our state.
Yeah, right.
Was that Pennsylvania?
Well, I think so. I think I heard that's what it was.
I mean, how do you do that? What is that?
I'm wearing my rally cap, bro.
And then you had some dude that was a certified watcher, like a poll watcher, and they wouldn't let him in Philadelphia. Did you see that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They tried booting him, and it's that's what I said, bro. It's like the only way that they can win is by cheating, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Like I said, they just announced that Pennsylvania is going to stop counting votes while Trump was ahead by 300,000. So
what reason?
So they can, I don't know, so they can print up some fake ballots or something. I don't know.
But it looks like Pennsylvania. I mean, dude, he started taking a huge lead in Pennsylvania. It looks like that maybe Pennsylvania won't even matter.
No, it won't, because it looks like he's taking Ohio. Do you have an access to any of those maps that we're looking at? Can we pull up one of the maps?
It's not working on the phone anymore here on the computer. So there's Fox. No, Newsmax TV. Oh, we're just. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Having major Wi-Fi issues. It looks like. Okay, here we got 144. Oh, he took the lead. 144 to Trump. 120. You see that?
Right. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, I like that headline. I like this headline. Governor Ron DeSantis to Newsmax TV. Florida exposes media agenda. There you go. Yeah, dude, this is fishy. Nothing. You can't believe anything anymore. Nothing. I don't care what channel it's coming from. Fox is the most honest, I believe, but these polls had Biden up 17 points 2 weeks ago.
No, look, man, you can't believe the polls.
Florida, you got Florida.
All right, okay, all right. Let's show us something. Where are you seeing this? Are you seeing it on TV?
Fox News, right here. I tried to do Fox News on the website. It's not letting me do it now.
Okay.
So I'm looking at it right now. It says Florida just called 51.3% to Trump, 47.8% to Biden.
And you know what that means, man? That since 1928, every candidate that has won Florida has won the presidency. So this would be a complete upset if at this point Trump didn't win the presidency, based on this statistical data from almost 100 years we're talking about here. So that's key battlegrounds in Florida, Pennsylvania. Too early to call as Fox projects winner of biggest electoral prize in California. Well, we already know who California is going to go for, but
oh yeah,
I don't know. The poll
So
the polls are supposed to close, right? Are the polls supposed to close in California right about now? Is it 8 o'clock? Do they close?
yeah, 9 o'clock. No, I think it's 9. Isn't it 9 o'clock? It's 9 o'clock everywhere, I believe.
9. Okay. All right. I don't know why I thought it was 8.
So right now it's 148 Trump, 207 Biden.
Wait. 148 Trump, 207 Biden.
Yes.
Well, but that's on Fox News. See, you can't trust Fox, man. I'm telling you. Fox
you can't
News,
trust anybody.
No, I think Newsmax, like you said, Newsmax is probably going to be the one where you're going to get the most accurate.
Let's go back.
The most accurate numbers. So go back to Newsmax. Fuck Fox.
I mean, even Vegas has Trump now at 91% to
really?
win. Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
The odds were crazy.
Go ahead.
The odds for Biden to win were crazy. It just didn't make. I mean, the poll. It's either mafia or set up. It just makes no sense. Like all the enthusiasm for Trump, Biden. Like I told you, you had to bet 190 to win $100 on Biden, and the $100 bet got you back 150 for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up $2,400 for my friend, and if Trump wins, he gets back $3,600. But I think it's safe to say that there's going to be some shenanigans going on. We know this, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like I've said from the beginning, the only way the Dems can win is if they successfully steal the election with fraud. So, and that's what we're seeing right now start to unfold in Pennsylvania. You know, they're pulling out, they're using that card right now because they're seeing places like Florida come in. Florida, you know, it's not a, I don't know if it's a key battleground state, but it's definitely a battleground state. And like I said, they've said that since 1928, nobody has won the presidency without winning Florida. So we'll see, bro.
Ohio's, I think it's been 1962. And they said no Republican since 1920 has won the presidency without winning Ohio.
There you go, bro. So 100 years. Yeah. 100 years.
Yeah, but
of precedent.
You have to respect all that stumping Trump did that last 3 weeks. I mean, dude, that guy's work ethic. And the thing about Trump, listen, I don't know about the outside influences or gematria, that stuff to the side. Trump is just not these guys in life that are winners. Trump is a winner. Like Michael Jordan, he's a winner. He just has that thing. I don't know. Donald Trump has that. Like, Joe Biden's a loser. How many times has the guy run for president now? This is his third time, I believe.
It's a third. I thought it was only a second, but okay.
No, he did 3. Well, in the 80s, they caught him plagiarizing, so he had to bow out. But, I think he went up against Obama in the primaries. Anyways, he's just a born loser. And for me, the thing I'm the most, breathing a sigh of relief is that Kamala Harris won't be anywhere near the White House. Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's something that's actually kind of concerning that a lot of people don't realize is that Kamala Harris, because of her heritage, because of her parents, where her parents were born, she's not eligible to be president. So for some reason, they invoked the 25th Amendment and they pulled Joe out of office either because of dementia or because he's just too old. He just can't function properly. It'll pass right over Kamala, excuse me. There goes Joey. Maybe he'll be back. I'm sure he'll be back. He's just got a bad connection. But for you guys that are watching, it's going to jump right over Kamala, and it's going to go right to Nancy Pelosi. Now, that's kind of scary. Thinking about that. I mean, she's been hinting at the fact that she's going to be president soon. She's second in line. She has this stupid little grin that comes across her face when she talks about invoking the 25th Amendment. Now, we originally, and probably still do think she she wants to invoke the 25th to get Trump out of office, and they'll probably try to do that after he wins as well.
Yeah.
But what they really want to do if Biden wins is get Biden out of office, skip right over Kamala Harris, and then go right to Pelosi as president, which is fucking scary, dude. I couldn't imagine having that psycho witch as our president, man. That would just be that's dangerous territory right there.
So, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
So there was a rumor, or somebody posted an article where that's not true, that she can be the president. That it
Kamala
wasn't
Harris.
because she's. Yeah, that was a rumor, and then I saw a couple articles, but once again, you never know what to believe and what not to believe. So they said
your parents have to be United States citizens. You can't be a first generation U.S. citizen, and her parents are not U.S. citizens.
The dad isn't.
I don't think so. I think that he's Jamaican, right, or Indian.
Yeah.
I don't know what her family.
All right now. I have a quick update for you if you want it.
Okay. Yeah. What is it?
We got Newsweek. You see it. 205 Biden, 144 for Trump, but Trump is killing him now in the popular vote.
Yeah. Interesting. This is like an inversion. But I think, look, dude, I still think Trump's going to take it both electoral and popular vote. And then what we'll be left with is 4 more years of the Dems trying to say that this was some kind of Russian inside job again. They'll never quit, man. They're just going to keep coming at him with everything that they've got to try to take him out. So.
Yeah. So I have it here. I'm sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
Kamala Harris is eligible to serve as president. That's from the AP, factcheck.org.
Oh, come on.
USA Today.
Come on. Give me a no. Those are
Chicago Tribune, Detroit News.
Unreliable sources. Completely unreliable sources.
It says because she's an anchor baby or something, but she's
anchor babies. No, that is not true. I will look it up right now. To hell with that.
Okay. You look at what's a reliable source you look for? Reuters?
No, I'm just going to look up the law.
Oh,
yeah.
Let's do it, baby. Yeah, bring it on.
Let's see.
What, man? Careful. Give me some news.
All right, I'm pulling it up here. Hold on. Presidential birth requirements. All right. Okay, so you have to be a natural born citizen of the United States. All right. So the presidential birth requirements in the U.S. Constitution require anyone elected to serve as U.S. president or vice president be a natural born citizen. What that means is that only those people who are U.S. citizens at birth and do not have to go through the naturalization process are eligible to serve in the highest office. It does not mean that a president must have been born on U.S. soil to serve, even though there has never been a U.S. president born outside of the 50 U.S. states. Now, it doesn't say any citizenship status and bloodline. Okay, most Americans believe that the term natural born citizen applies only to someone born on American soil. That is incorrect. Citizenship is not based on geography alone. The term natural born citizen applies to a child of at least one parent who is an American citizen. Okay, so are Kamala Harris's parents American citizens?
Isn't Jamaica considered?
Children whose parents are American citizens are not required to be naturalized because they are natural born citizens. Therefore, they are eligible to serve as president. For even those born to alien parents, the way to legal and historical authority indicates the term natural born citizen would mean a person who is entitled to U.S. citizenship by birth or at birth, either by being born in the United States or under its jurisdiction, even those born to alien parents. The predominant legal scholarship holds that natural born citizen, but Quite simply, anyone who's born in the U.S. at birth or by birth does not have to go through the naturalization process. Child of parents who are U.S. citizens, regardless of whether she is born as a U.S. citizen. Right. Okay. Oh, and they're calling for an end to presidential birth requirements because they're racist and xenophobic.
Of course. Yeah.
Let's just throw out the Constitution because it's racist and xenophobic. These fucking people, dude, will never quit until they've destroyed our country completely. It's outrageous, dude, that they would even suggest such a thing. Know?
Yeah, like I said, I put this on Facebook earlier in the week. My daughter, we were driving in our car on Sunday, and there was no Trump flags, but these dudes had these American flags. Like, how they carry. They probably just got back from a rally or something, or going to. Actually, they're probably going to the rally. It was 2:30, and so American flags. And my daughter's like, "Abba, beep at them, say hi." And I'm like, "Why?" Like, "Oh, well, obviously they're Trump supporters." See, that just goes to show you, right?
Yes.
Like even my 11-year-old daughter knows.
Right. I know. Someone tried to put up this meme. It's like on one side is a Trump flag, and the other side is an American flag. They're like, see, one's a Trump supporter, one's a Biden supporter. Know the difference. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I got into a whole long discussion with these people about it. I was like, did you know that Biden supporters are the ones that burn American flags? They're the ones that try to tear them down. I've never seen an American flag in the hands of a Biden supporter at any of these rallies unless they're burning it.
No. And how about that fake news story about the Texas Trump supporters that were driving next to the Biden bus, and the Biden bus was scared for their life or whatever? Remember that?
Yeah. Oh, so scary. These big bad trucks with their flags is so scary.
But it turns out the aggressor in that one car was Biden staffer. Yeah.
Tried to run the truck off the road. The truck corrected back and pushed him into his lane. And they only show the part where the truck corrects back and go, oh, look, the truck's attacking a Biden supporter. Classic mainstream media editing, selective editing to fit their fucking narrative once again, man.
Yeah, it's and then the thing about liberal citizens is that, well, what if this would have happened? What if this would, and then what if this could happen? They always go on what ifs, and that it never happens. What if the bus fell off the cliff? What if they didn't do that? See, I am your typical Trump person. This is how I am in my life. I never take the first punch. I never throw out the first insult. But I'm the Trump supporter. I'm the guy that if Antifa gets in my face, we're going to go at it. If you're going to talk shit to me, I'm going to talk shit back. But I swear to God, I never start it. I never. It's like, I know myself. I know my history. I have fun with people. Like, we have fun. But when it gets down to like the nitty gritty and talk and when it's like dirty and ugly, I never start it ever.
Sure.
And now I kill kindness.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I love doing it.
That's what really pisses them off, man. They hate that, bro. And like they can't fight back against it. It's so beautiful. It's a total judo move.
Yeah, like somebody will totally like try to get under my skin, and I know what they're doing, right? And they're trying, and I'll like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm a racist. They're like, they want me to go, fuck you, man. I'm no racist. Instead, I'm like, yeah, I'm a racist. Yep. I hate Mexicans. I married one, but I hate them all.
Yeah, so, and I hate Jews, even though I am one.
Yeah, like Trump. He's an anti-Semite.
Yeah. The father of a Jew. Yeah. Total anti-Semite.
So and everybody's up in Israel watching this, right?
Oh yeah.
There's actually 12 hours difference. So I mean, they want. Did you see that there were some awesome rallies in Israel for Trump on Sunday?
Oh yeah. I saw that. The dudes with the motorcycles.
Yeah, you saw that? Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, they were rallying for Trump in Nigeria, dude.
Dude, it's listen, Nick, we didn't really know each other back then, but when he won, I was vocal. I always supported him, and I lost some friends, I lost some family members, and I really did get scared. The cancel culture started scaring me for a while. And then about when coronavirus first started, and I was criticizing Colin Kaepernick and Black Lives Matter movement about being, being so violent. And people started calling, I started getting more threats. And on Twitter, back then it said I was doing a radio show on KBC. I never changed the thing. So all these people, they're going to call in KABC and tell them what a racist I am.
Trying to get you fired.
Yeah, get me fired. And I was like freaking out a little bit. Not that I worked there, but like, oh my God, what did I say that's so bad? And I was thinking, and I was like, wait, I didn't even say anything bad. I'll never back down. I'll never. No, I stand behind everything I say. Like sometimes maybe I. We got an update. 218 for Biden, 148 for Trump.
Okay.
Which really means nothing.
No, it doesn't, because that's all. I think a lot of this too is like projected.
No, it's official. These are called.
Really, polls closed. Those are called.
Yeah, well, we still got the mail-in stuff, but now the big states are coming that are all going to Trump.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the last time the map that I was looking at, it was there. A lot of these battleground states were all leaning towards Trump, and I find it highly suspicious that Pennsylvania just decided to stop counting ballots. Trump had 300,000. What's up with that? So, again, I think they're scared, bro, and I think that he's gonna sweep it. He's going to sweep it for sure. I mean, based on the projections that I'm looking at on this end, especially through Band.video and Jones and Company. Yeah.
Well, I got some bad news.
What?
Biden just won Arizona.
Oh.
53% to 45%.
Interesting.
So they added that on already. So it's 218 to 148.
Okay. Well, that was kind of expected. But
yeah, what the fuck happened to Arizona, man? Jesus. When I was there for my kids' baseball tournament, everything was Trump. I was at the border basically, but every single thing was Trump.
It is, and Arizona's, traditionally a red state. So it doesn't make a lot of sense, man. I mean, other than the fact that people have been relocating there from California. Same with Texas. Texas was kind of flipping a little blue earlier on today, but it went back to red. But I was looking at that, I'm like, how the hell is Texas blue? It just doesn't make sense. I could see maybe some of the big cities, but not the whole state. And I know that big cities, of course, make up a large portion of the population, but no, that just doesn't make sense. You can't turn the whole state blue from just being some of the population centers voting blue. That just doesn't make sense, because there are a lot of people out there in those rural areas. Texas is a big place. Looks like Joey froze up. So there he goes. So he's having some internet connectivity issues. And I was the one having the issues on Sunday. This is really weird. But I'm not having the issues now, so thankfully we can keep the show going, keep you entertained. Are you not entertained? But hopefully you guys are also watching the polls from where you are. And let's check the comments right here real quick. We got comments from Eric. Bad communication. No, yours. I came in just now. Okay. Eric is saying Joey. So it looks like one of our viewers right now, Eric Olson, is saying that there's still a poor connection on my end. I don't know if you can tell, Joey, if it's laggy, but
a little laggy.
Apparently, Eric. Huh?
It's a little bit laggy, but I can hear you.
I'm laggy?
A little. Now you're good.
Okay. It's raining here right now, bro.
I hear it. I can hear it.
Rained on. You can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, it's pouring. Yeah, so that's Hawaii, bro, for you.
Live radio, baby.
Woo! That's how we do it. Oh, shoot, man. Like, water's dropping on my equipment. This is not good. Oh, man. This is not good.
Hey, do we have to wrap? Are you okay?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to just move my computer a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't hit it. Keeps hitting me though. Weird.
Tropical Hawaii, dude. You're right next to the equator.
So Eric says it's a little bit better now. So
There we go. Yeah, it is better.
Maybe we've moved past our technical difficulties. Thank you for standing by and for your help, Eric. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Big E.
Big E in the house.
Dude, go ahead. Sorry. Oh, what was Eric's question? Eric had a question.
Oh, it wasn't a question. He was just giving us feedback on the communication issue that we were having. Yeah. So what were you going to say? Go for it.
Even still that it's this close, I just think it's all bullshit. There's just no way. They want us in suspense by the TV set. Like there's just no. I don't get it. I just don't. Trump should be winning. California and New York. I get it. There's no chance where I really want to see though if we got more voters in California since the last election with Hillary, because she smoked us in California. Yeah. So I want to see what that vote is.
Yeah, I would like to see as well, man. But I mean, I think it's definitely not going to be as strong as it was 4 years ago for the Democratic candidate. Not based on what I've seen, man. Not based on, the miles and miles of Trump trains driving around. The thousands of people that would come out to, Newport Beach or Beverly Hills or some of these other rallies that were being held over the last several weeks. Huge outpouring you're talking about like major liberal cities, man. So, that's promising. I think it's definitely going to be a stronger Trump vote this time around in California than last time. That would be interesting to see to compare the two, the final tallies, what he got last time and what he got this time.
I will say that I'm going to compliment the Democrats right now.
Okay.
They had a great strategy, although they were never going to admit to accepting Trump as president. They only had one chance in this whole thing, and that was to lie and bullshit and this whole, get everybody to hate Trump so much that they didn't even vote for a guy that had dementia as a president. It's pretty brilliant because, I mean, think about it. I'm not exaggerating. If Mickey Mouse, the character, we'll say Mickey Mouse, the Disneyland, dressed in his costume, if he was running for president and he was the one just flipping out with Joe Biden, he would still have the same amount of votes as Joe Biden does now. Don't you think?
Yeah. No, you're right. They've done an excellent job at slandering the president, at convincing people that he's a racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobe. They've done a great job because even when I ask people to prove it, they can't prove it, yet it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because they've been so brainwashed into thinking this that no matter what evidence that you can show them that shows that that's not true, or the fact that they can't find any evidence to support their claim that it's true, they're still going to think that. They're still going to say it. And bro, yeah, they've done a really good job at that. And that's disgusting that's the way that they have to win, is not on providing anything of substance, like in terms of a platform or what they're going to do for our country, but to just make the other guy look bad so that you'll vote for their guy who's fucked up. To be quite frank, all right, Biden, not only is he on the verge of senility, but he's got no energy, he's got no policies, he's done shit for this country for the last 4 decades, and they somehow believe that he's going to do something different now, and he's got some cackling witch as his fucking running mate. I mean, dude, what are people? How? I
mean, dude, look at it. Like the fake dossier, the Russian collusion, the prostitutes, the being meat. Remember that? I mean, even that book Anonymous that came out. Remember that?
No.
Oh, dude, you know about that? Some dude wrote a book entitled just slandering Trump, that came out 2 years ago, saying that Trump drinks like 30 Diet Cokes at night and has like all these scoops of vanilla ice cream, and he's a tyrant and he treats everybody badly. But the name of the guy who wrote the book was anonymous. He didn't want to say what his name is, and it's such a cowardly thing. Like all these people, remember the military, when Trump said the militaries are suckers and losers, and the Atlantic, which is such a joke of a newspaper or magazine, whatever the fuck they are. Anything from the New York Times is garbage. So, but the guy didn't have any sources that had that story. In fact,
it was 3 anonymous sources. And it's like when you start off your article with that,
I hate
it.
Yeah.
I could do that too. That's like anonymous sources say that Gavin Newsom was caught having anal sex with a 14-year-old boy in a coat closet at the Capitol. See how easy that works?
Yeah, but exactly. Anybody can do it. So the guy wrote the book and it was titled Anonymous. He came out last week and he admitted who he was. Oh, so the book was written by what's it called? A staffer. A high-ranking staffer.
Oh, okay.
So this guy's he ended up being a peon. Like he worked in the White House. Like they said, like he never even stepped foot in the White House before.
Really?
He was like a gopher boy in the Homeland Security. And so even CNN was trashing him last week, saying like,
wow.
So he like went on and tried to, do clean up, damage control, but still and then, what's his name? Michael Cohen. What's his lawyer's name? Michael Cohen.
Yeah.
So now, he writes a book. So all the Trump haters, like he's like the bastion of truth now. And you have Mary Trump. Who the fuck is she? The niece or something? I have no idea who she is. Writes a book and so, and then you had Melania's friend. Remember who wrote a book? Did you see that one?
Yep.
And then she tried to make Melania look bad and she made Melania looking good about, Melania's like, fuck Christmas. I'm worried about the kids at the border. Right. And so the girl, they caught on. Oh, we got an update. Hold on. Oh, he just won New Mexico. It's 223 Biden, 148 Trump. Trump's been stuck on 148. So
and what's this source?
That's Fox. I'm watching Fox. But Newsmax had it kind of. Let's see if I can go back to Newsmax here. Oh, here we go. Newsmax has it at.
I don't even trust Fox anymore, dude.
Yeah, no, Fox. I agree with you. I mean, the only one I like is Tucker.
Yeah,
Tucker,
me too.
Tucker, like I said, when coronavirus started, he criticized Trump. He was scared. He thought it was real, and then afterwards, he's like, "Oh, this is all bullshit. Fucking Fauci's full of shit." But anyways, going back to all the fake news stories, everything they had to lie about everything. You know how easy it would be if any of these Trump stories were true. How they'd be able to prove it, and they tried so many things, and everything was fake and bullshit. And so he never even had a chance to do his job. He never had a chance to. I mean, look at all he accomplished, and that's with his Democrat
the whole time. Yeah, no, and you're right. And with back to the story about the disparaging remarks about military members, even his so-called enemies came out in defense of him. John Bolton being one of them, who said that no, he never said that. People who don't even like him were like, no, that's complete bullshit. So, but yet the Dems still keep trying to run with this, even when you showed them the video of Biden calling military members a bunch of dumb bastards.
Yeah, clap, you dumb bastards, the way he says it.
Stupid bastards, right? So it's like, you know what? There's no amount of evidence that's going to ever change these people's minds, and even when Trump wins this thing, they're still going to continue these attacks. They're still going to continue the baseless claims against him. They're still going to claim there's some kind of Russian collusion. They're just going to keep running with this narrative, man, and it's exhausting. I'm fucking exhausted. I can't imagine how the president must feel.
It's just, and then the thing that bothers me actually more than that are the people that still don't it's great that these black people, the Blexit movement, and people with Candace Owens and Larry Elder and Leo Terrell, you have all these people that they're sick and tired of it. They're like, fuck. I think one of the most insulting things is when they say the black vote. It's and the black people that accept it, like that's such an insult. That's telling them that they cannot think by themselves. They can't think on their own. And if they go and if they do have independent thought and they aren't, with the group think, they're Uncle Toms and they're sellouts. But much like cancel culture, because back then there were black people that were afraid to admit they were Republican. Now you got them all over the place. You got them. You stumping for Trump. You got him out there waving. The dude that you took the picture with, the buff guy. No one's gonna fuck with him anyway. But I mean, these black people are finally figuring it out. Like, dude, the Democrats, they don't. The Democrats, the most insulting thing. Remember when they put the garb on and they did the kneeling thing? Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. Dude, that if that doesn't teach you something, when are you gonna learn?
Yeah, and the funny thing about that was that the kente cloth that they were wearing belonged to a tribe that still trades slaves. You can't make this shit up. Like
they fuck everything up, dude.
Either they fucked it up. They're too stupid to know what they're doing, which is probably the truth, or they're devious and they're like, ha ha ha. We're gonna,
that's what I think it is. They're devious. They're laughing at them. They're mocking them. Yeah. And then you had one of the ladies that was on her knee. She's like checking her cell phone, like while she was doing it. She cared so much, Yeah.
But Schumer, I think Schumer was doing that as well.
Schumer, oh god, is he gay or is he married?
He's married. His wife is fugly as fuck, man. She looks like Gilbert Gottfried with glasses. I swear to God.
Ow! Gilbert Gottfried. Oh, yeah. But Schumer, the way he talks like, "Listen up, Trump. We've got news for you." That's how he talks like. And I hate his niece. Ugh, I can't stand Amy Schumer.
Oh, that's his niece.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh God, no wonder. Yeah. No wonder I hate her.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. And did you see some of the quotes that were coming out of the tweets? Did you see what's his name? Keith Olbermann's tweet about Trump?
Oh, the one that he deleted?
I called him Kunta Kinte, a whiny Kunta Kinte.
Yeah.
Why? Call him a whiny Spanky from or Alfalfa from the Little Rascals. Yeah. Don't call him Buckwheat. Dude, I don't get it. What is a whiny Kunta Kinte? What is the meaning of that?
I don't know, but that seems to me as a disparaging remark against African Americans and slavery. It's like, he's introducing again, slavery. He's mocking it. All these, just everything that could be done wrong, he did with that remark. It's highly racist, racially charged. What? These people are fucking disgusting, dude. And that's why, like you said, black people are leaving in droves.
I got a quick update.
Okay.
Dude, you know what the lead is in Pennsylvania for Trump?
300,000.
No, well, 50. I can't make up the numbers, but I can see the percentages. 55% to 41%. Wow.
No wonder they stopped the count. It's a fucking landslide.
Yeah, that thing just went off the charts. It's crazy how the Democrats were leaning big everywhere in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they were counting the mail-in votes, the early votes,
Yeah, but here's the problem, by the way. I already see what's happening. So we already know the mail-in ballots, whether true or not, it's going to be all Democrats. Mm-hmm. It's going to be all, for the Democrats. So even if Trump squeezes this out, they're going to say something about the mail-in votes. And by the way, Biden just took the lead on the popular vote for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, he's up by a couple 100,000. That just changed for the first time. Not that it matters, but
they were talking about. I don't know if you saw this story, but there was a Zoom call between some federal employees talking about gumming up the works and shutting down the government just to delay things or to make things difficult for Trump if he wins this again. Which is it's seditious, dude. How do they think they're gonna get away with this stuff? I mean, not only are they gonna get fired, which is very difficult to do, by the way, for a federal employee, but they're gonna get thrown in prison for treasonous acts, man. That's not really treason, but it is sedition.
Yes.
And so, boy, people are getting bold and they're getting desperate, which is that tells you something, that people are so desperate that they'll even consider committing illegal acts to get their guy in, to get our guy out. Scary, man. Scary times.
So what do we do if the count is still 223 to 148? I think within the next 20 minutes, we'll be seeing a lot of electoral votes being tallied to Donald Trump. What do we do? Let's say Biden wins. And like I said, Kamala is going to be the biggest train wreck of a president ever.
Wait, are you saying Biden's is 223 right now?
Yes, 223 to 148.
Is that including California?
Yep. Oh, yeah, of course. It has to. Yeah. California was a long time ago.
Okay, good.
Yeah, California, New York.
If it's not including California, then he will have won.
Yeah, if California they hit 255, he'd be over. But no, they counted that a long time ago. That was done. So of most of the states that are remaining, Trump is way ahead.
Yeah.
So right now it looks like Biden's up. It's not like a basketball game. Like holy shit, what's his name? Only needs 47 electoral votes, and Trump needs 122. It's a 122. Trump needs 122 to win, and Biden needs 47. But it doesn't work that way. It's not like a time limit. It just can be deceiving. But that's it. They're like keeping everybody in suspense and watching TV, and nothing will be conceded tonight. We know that. Nothing will be conceded.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let's see what Newsmax says here. Let's see. They haven't updated. Click here. All right, here we go.
All right, we got some dead air here. We got to fill this in.
All right, here we go.
All right. What do you got going on?
It's loading slowly. So, Florida.
Okay.
Here we go. Nope, they're just recapping. Trump's Biden race stays close on election day. Here we go. Let's scroll down. The popular vote is 50.2 for Trump, 46.2 to.
This is Florida.
That was a popular vote. Yep. No update on the TV. It's still 223 to 148. But like I said, of most of the states that are left, most of them are for Trump. So
okay, that's like Ohio and Michigan and Indiana. What is it? Indiana was for Biden earlier. Is it still for Biden?
No. Indiana, that was Trump. That was the first state, 11, that was called, and Trump was up 11-0 in the beginning. Yeah, we're not trying to get an update here from Newsmax. It's not working.
Okay. Yeah, mine's not working on this end either, so I can't pull up any information here. And my compatriots who are supposed to be giving me updates.
The bird.
My friends that I'm staying with, they're in here watching the thing, but they're not giving me any updates. Trying to wave them down. No.
You know what? Give me a second. Let me grab the remote and let me see. Oh no, it's Arizona again. Let me see what a couple other channels have it at. Okay, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to take over the airwaves here for a second, and while Joey's gone, and yeah, I don't know. This is not turning out as one-sided as I thought this was going to be. But I'll tell you what. I mean, the difference between me thinking it's going to be one-sided, which I still think it's going to be. I think it's going to be an electoral college win and a popular win. But I expected the news media to spin it and to not be. I'm still not trusting the numbers that are coming out of any of these news sources right now, as I don't think you should. viewers and listeners to this podcast. So we got to wait till this thing shakes out. I'm not going to take the news media's word for it. I mean, New York Times came out today and said that it is the job of the mainstream media to determine who is president.
That's what I told you.
They actually said that. And so it's no longer your vote. All right. It's no longer your voice. It's the mainstream media who's determining who the president is. It's big tech like Google and Twitter and Facebook who determines who the president is. We no longer live in a free and democratic society. All right. We're living in a technocracy. We're living in a plutocracy where the ones with the most money decide who gets to be president. And this is the battle for the soul of our country, as Joe Biden said. That was the one thing that I will agree with him on, is that this is a battle for the soul of our country. Whether it's going to be taken over by these pedophilic, Satan-worshiping Democrats, or if it's going to be held onto by the patriotic and America-loving Republicans. I mean, I can't really say the Republican Party is that much better than the Democrat Party. I'm more of a Trumpian than I am a Republican. I'll just say that. I'm not really a big fan of either of the two parties. Although I tend to lean more conservative, I'm still not a big fan of Republicans. And I think they've been selling us down the river just as much as the Democrats have over the last 4 decades, if not longer. And it took someone like a Donald Trump to come in there, who is not a politician, to come in and change the game, to put the ball back in our court, back in the people's court, to give us control of our country again. And I think that's the referendum that we're voting on here in the United States. Is it going to be our country, the people's country, or is it going to go back to the corporate interests and the lobbyists and the guys with all the fucking money? That is what we're facing, folks. It's us versus them. The American people versus these corporate elite, these technocrats. I can hear you. So what does your new TV station say?
Well, Fox is way ahead of them. MSNBC and CNN have it 192, 116 Biden. Fox is now 223 to 166 for Biden. But like I said, he's way ahead in some of these other states. So he's going to be, once they call it, you can add on another quick 100 points. With it actually, right, as I said, that they add on 100 points. 266. He's 166. Now they got him at 273.
Who is?
No, they're saying that they it's not official. They're just saying that if Trump wins these states that it looks like he's going to win, he'll be at 273. But right now he's at 163.
Okay. So
he was 148 last time I checked. Now he's at 163.
So when the numbers come in, he'll take the Electoral College when the states come in.
That's what it looks like. Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. And you said that Biden just surpassed him a little bit on the popular vote, but again, once those other states come in, I think that's going to flip as well, and it's going to go popular vote Trump, Electoral College vote Trump.
Yeah. Are you one of those guys that think it would just be a lot easier if hey, whoever gets the most votes wins and that's it?
I used to not be a fan of the Electoral College, but once I looked into it more and understood the purpose behind it, I think it is a good check and balance to the popular vote because, we're a republic. We're not a democracy. All right. Democracy is mob rule. So if all these majority groups that usually live in big cities, which are all liberal controlled, if they constantly had their way, they would be dictated using their policies and their dictate to the rest of the country. The rest of the country would have no say so whatsoever. So we do need that balance. I think we do need that balance. Even if I was still a liberal even if I still voted Democrat and hated the fact that the Electoral College pretty much guarantees that Republicans will win if they get the Electoral College, as infuriating as that would be, I would still have to concede that it's a proper check and balance on that system. Yeah.
But going back real quick, before I went to change the channel, you're talking about Republicans. You're not like a huge fan of the Republicans.
No,
I wasn't either. And don't forget, I always tell everybody how I voted for Obama in 2008 because I was independent back then.
Yeah.
But now I hate the Democrat Party so much because they have, they're role models for their constituents and their followers, and because of their actions and whining all the time, and I mean, just look at like Matt Gaetz, right? Matt Gaetz.
Yeah.
I love the guy. I love him. He's got character. I like Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is tough. God, what's the name of the guy? I just cannot remember his name.
Well, look, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not saying that I hate them. I hate the Democrats. I'm not a real big fan of Republicans because, in my opinion, well, here's the thing, man, is that they've been working alongside the Democrats over these past 40 years to ship jobs out of the country to benefit their benefactors, the people that finance their campaigns. All right. At the cost of Americans, at the cost of our livelihood and our well-being. And we've watched the middle class completely disappear. And so if the Republicans were who they say they are, if they're supposedly, for the people, they wouldn't have let that happen. They would have been fighting that like Trump has gone in there and done, as a proper Republican would do. Now, perhaps he's changed and shifting the way that party operates, man. I hope. And don't get me wrong, there are some good guys, like you're pointing out, Matt Gaetz and Lindsey Graham, and these other guys that are in there that are fighting. I especially like Rand Paul. I like Ted Cruz. I think Ted Cruz is an excellent, is someone who I would hold up as a standard.
Me too.
What a Republican should be.
100%. I'm with you on that. I mean, what's his name? Alan Dershowitz said that Ted Cruz was his best student ever at Harvard.
Really?
Was it Yale? I mean,
okay.
And then the thing I like about Ted Cruz is, when he had the tech guys on, he called them out, called them liars. What's the other guy's name? I can't remember the other guy. He's a little white hair from. He's a Fox News contributor now. He wrote a book.
Ron Paul?
No, he's from Texas. He's from the South somewhere. I cannot remember where. Oh God, he's a little guy.
Gray hair.
Huh?
You're sure it's not Ron Paul because that's Rand Paul's dad?
No, I know Ron Paul. No.
Okay. All right.
It's not Rand Paul. Ron Paul. I cannot remember. My mom loves him. He's a little guy. He's got like white bleached hair. He's a Republican. Trey Gowdy.
I don't know who that is.
No, not Trey Gowdy. Trey Gowdy was a baseball player or something. God damn it. I forgot the game. If somebody's watching, just call Texas goes to Trump. 38 more electoral votes for Trump. So now he's over 200.
Boom. Closing in.
Yeah. So he was at 163. This one's at 199 now. They haven't showed it yet.
Okay.
Oh, 223 to 204. Oh, no, he had 166. Yeah, 223 to 204 right now.
Biden.
Yeah, even this is just, it's too, I don't believe this shit. I don't believe it. It's all like, come on, it's neck and neck. It's not like it's up here and then the other guy's down here. It's like this all freaking night. I don't believe it.
Yeah, they're milking it, bro. They're doing what they do. They're milking it for ratings. Because look, dude, if they called it right off the bat, that wouldn't be, people would be like, oh, fuck it, I don't need to watch anymore. It's over. So yeah, they're milking it.
By the way, it is Trey Gowdy. I was right.
Okay.
You never seen him?
No, I don't. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of cable news at all, even Fox. The only thing that I see from Fox is Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, I love Tucker.
And you could tell by my opening monologues that I watch Tucker Carlson because I sound my cadence is a lot like him when I do my opening monologues on the Free America podcast.
You're perfect, man. But why he should run for president?
Who, Tucker?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'd vote for him.
Yeah, I love Tucker, and like his ratings. His ratings were so good when he had the guy that with the laptop. What was the guy's name? Tony Brzezinski, whatever the guy's name was.
Baba Linsky.
Baba Babalinsky, Mr. Bob Babalinsky. Remember that song?
Yes, that's what I've been walking around. Every time I hear his name, I start singing that song, man.
Hey, how doing, Mr. Bob Babalinsky? Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Mr.
but the thing about
Babalina, Mr. Bob Babalina.
I love that song.
Oh, Bob Dabalina. Yeah, it's Mr.
Yeah, Bob Babalina, Mr. Bob Babalina, Mr. Babalina, Mr. Bob.
And you know what? I had a theory that they heard that like over a PA system at like an airport or something once, right? And I was like, that's what it sounded like, paging Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina. And dude, sure enough, I read something just like a year or so ago that's exactly what it came from.
No way. Really?
Yeah, and they heard it came over the PA. And they were paging Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina, please pick up a white courtesy phone. Like they used to do back in the day, and shit, sure enough, bro. So yeah,
that song it will always remind me of the I have the tape somewhere, I gotta find it. When the Rodney King riots, my best friend and I, Ruben Garcia, who's now a very successful director, he and I took our camcorder and we went to Westwood that night. We went to downtown, we went to Crenshaw, we like through all the fire through and while we're videotaping the fires on all the stores, whatever, that song was playing on my car, my 300ZX, Mr. Double, so you could hear it.
Yeah.
That's that. See, that's the way I am. I like to, not anymore. You can't do it anymore because you'll get knocked out. But if there was if there was something breaking in the news, I was always there with Ruben or whatever. That was the cops like, you guys crazy? Go home. This is dangerous.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, you got kind of like a street savvy look to you, with the goatee and the shaved head. I'm sure you could blend in down there a little easier than someone like myself could. You know what I mean?
You're dead meat down there, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. You could probably weave in and out of the, downtown amongst the BLMsters and the Antifa cats, as long as you're not wearing an American flag. But me, yeah, they would pounce on me right quick. You just have to wear a mask. And then they're like, oh, he's one of us. He's wearing a mask, Fucking people, man.
Speaking of which, Nick, so Texas officials. So if Trump wins, let's say Trump wins tonight. Mm-hmm. Is coronavirus over?
I think he's going to be a little more aggressive on his presidential directives or even the executive orders that he puts out with regard to this. He might go as far as issuing a nationwide edict that governors cannot demand that and mandate that people wear masks. It has to be voluntary. People can't be fined or put in jail or arrested for not wearing a mask like in some of these places. You might see that. I mean, you just might see him just get a little more aggressive in his policies. From that to quelling these riots, which are obviously going to happen as a result of him winning. He's gonna invoke the Insurrection Act. Essentially, is what he's going to do. He's not going to wait for these governors under the 10th Amendment. Is it the 10th Amendment or is it Title 10?
Title 10.
Title 10. Now, have to wait for them to allow him, ask to bring in the National Guard. He's going to go, fuck it, man. Insurrection, I'm sending them in. So Seattle, Portland, fuck you. LA, fuck you. New York, DC, fuck you. Chicago, fuck you. I'm sending them in. This is enough of this shit. Because they're disrupting. I mean, obviously they are trying to, overthrow the government. They've even stated that they want to do that, these Marxists, but they're also disrupting commerce. And it's bad enough that these businesses have had to close down as a result of these fucked up orders from governors in these libtard states that now you've got these rioters and looters coming in and finishing them off and, taking everything and then burning the place down. It's like, dude, he's got to stand up for the American people, but he couldn't do so forcefully leading up to the election without fear of being looked at as a tyrant or something like that. But I think his hand's going to get a little heavier after he takes the election.
Yeah. And I just did some of the math by myself. So Trump is going to win. I can't think of the states. God damn it. Anyways, Ohio, and I forgot the other state. North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
And so if he would have won, Pennsylvania. There you go. So Pennsylvania, he's way ahead. He's 15 points ahead. That's 20 points. So that would put him at 226. Where's the next one? There's another one that's like 20. So that would be 246. And then if you would have, Arizona was a big loss. That 11 points, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's only 11 points, but that one would have put him over the top, even without knowing what's going on with Pennsylvania. I mean, listen, the only way he's way ahead. He's up 2,093,000 to 1,534,000. That's a big lead.
Where?
That's Pennsylvania. He's 600,000 ahead.
Yeah.
So that means to cheat, they're going to have to convince us that 600,000 more people that mailed in voted for Biden. Come on, man.
Right. Come on, man.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that. Come on, man.
I think it's hard not to these days.
I did it. I love doing it. Come on,
really?
Man.
Come on, man. Look, I even find myself saying, what's the other one he uses? Malarkey. That's a load of malarkey.
Oh, that's malarkey, yeah.
That's a fun one to say. I like the malarkey. I mean, I haven't heard that one since like the 50s, bro. Like, I don't know how he pulled that one back out.
Oh, he just won Ohio. It's
who? Trump?
Yep. Yeah.
Woo!
Ooh, North Carolina's super close. That's the big one.
Yeah.
So Ohio's over. He's way ahead in Georgia. That's going to be another 16. Man, he's right there. He's right, dude. It's I'm telling you, man. You know, if it's 269 to 269, you know he's going to lose, right? Trump just took a bigger lead in Pennsylvania.
All right.
So if it's 269, Trump loses. You know why?
Why?
Guess who breaks the tie?
The Senate?
Nope. Worse. The other one.
The House.
The House.
But listen to this, though. All right. Someone pointed this out to me. It's not the same. Every state only gets one vote. And so in this, yeah. And so in that case, there's a majority of red states, which would mean Trump would win.
Wow. Well, I did not know that. Damn, dude. Wow. Yeah. Because that makes sense because I'm thinking, you know, New York gets 14 votes. California gets 21 votes. Ah.
Yeah. Wow. If it comes down to that, then Trump would win.
Okay, I got an update. Every state is closed except Alaska.
What? Hawaii is closed?
Yep, Hawaii's closed.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea what time it is in Alaska right now. But the numbers are there for Trump. That's it. I mean, I think Joe Biden might win one more state, but it's 228. He's not gonna get. There's no state worth 42 points. It's over. It's over.
Trump won.
I mean, they're not saying it. I'm looking at the numbers, and Trump, unless they cheat.
Are you calling it, Joey? Are you calling it right now?
The cheating is the problem. I mean, the numbers are there.
Yeah, polls just closed in Hawaii at 7:00.
Yeah, dude. Listen, the numbers are there for him. Whatever in Pennsylvania, there might be shenanigans with Pennsylvania, but he's going to win Georgia. He's going to win. He just won Ohio, so that one's over. They're gonna make it official right now. Let's see what the other channels have it at. So CNN and MSNBC have been way behind all night. They don't call things as early.
Yeah,
they are at. I got it right here. 205 Biden, 132 for Trump.
Okay,
but they've been like that all night.
Yeah,
but and dude, he smoked him in Michigan, dude.
Yeah.
That's Gretchen Wilmer.
Yeah, fuck that lady, man.
Yeah,
awful person.
I mean, Pennsylvania, he's 5 million votes ahead. 500,000 votes ahead.
Okay.
Well, he's going to get Wisconsin. They haven't named that one yet. That he's 5 points ahead there. Arizona, he lost. That one's been called. It's funny.
Here's the thing. Who were you getting those original numbers off of? Was that Fox before you switched over to CNN?
Yes, yeah. And so CNN and MSNBC are the exact same. Those two, which makes sense.
Well, there you have it, folks. It looks like Trump is going to take a second term. You heard it here first on the Jew and Mr. 142. The Jew, Joey the Jew, he called it. You heard him call it, ladies and gentlemen.
I got an update for you.
Okay.
The state where you are currently sitting in has been called, and to no one's surprise, 4 points, electoral college points goes to Trump. Biden, sorry. Can you imagine that? That's I really, that's another woman I hate is the senator from Hawaii. What's her name? Hiroshi. I hate her.
Yeah.
She is evil and condescending. And remember, she said, "Believe all women." And then when it came to Joe Biden,
right. Everyone except him. Yeah.
See, that's the one thing I'm proud about myself is I'll call anybody out. I don't care if you are my best friend, my wife, my kids. If you're wrong, I'll say you're wrong. I had a girlfriend, an Italian girlfriend one time, and we first started dating, and we said we're not going to see other people. So then I found out she started seeing her she went out with her ex-boyfriend on a date or to lunch, whatever. And we said we'd be honest with each other. And so her sister took her side, her older sister. And then I'm arguing with her. She's like, "Of course I'm going to take her side. She's my sister." I'm like, wait a minute. Right is right, wrong is wrong. But you're going to take her side? And she's like, "She's my sister. I have to take her side." I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm not like that."
Right.
Yeah.
No, man. I mean, they say blood is thicker than water, right? Family first.
Yeah, but come on. I don't know. That really pissed me off.
Is it raining again?
It's raining. I can hear it again.
Yeah, see, I couldn't hear. I got my headphones on. All of a sudden, I noticed the drip started coming down again.
By the way, tell everybody once again where you are.
I am currently in Oahu, Hawaii, the great state of Hawaii.
Oahu?
Oahu, correct. Yeah, and I won't give you my exact location. You see what's on my shirt here? That place is a little bit north of where I'm at right now. That's kind of by North Shore. Wailua. That's Wailua.
Dude, when I went to how many years ago was it? Juju was 11 years.
I got an update. Hold on.
Let's hear it.
Gathering in LA.
Protesters gathering in LA. Oh, here we go, bro.
Here we go. And I guess DC's got some action.
DC's got some action too? All right. Thank you.
They're delaying several states' counts like Michigan and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I heard they're delaying Pennsylvania. And Michigan now too?
No way.
Ohio for Trump and Texas for Trump.
Ohio got that. Ohio for Trump and Texas for Trump.
Wait a minute.
They're delaying Michigan and Pennsylvania.
Dude, how far he's ahead more in Michigan than he is in. What about Minnesota? I haven't heard anything about Minnesota.
Minnesota.
That's really weird. I haven't seen one thing on the screen about Minnesota all night anywhere.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, here's the thing, bro. That's the other thing we should talk about are these riots that are going to start popping off, man. And they, have you seen the stories about now pallets of bricks are showing up around the country again?
I saw that. Yep.
What the fuck, man? When is somebody going to go and arrest George Soros, man? I know they can tie him to this shit. There's definitely not just circumstantial evidence. There's actual evidence that he's financing these groups through these shell companies and charities and other things that he gives his money to, and then they give money to another group that then gives money to Antifa and all these guys and buys the plane tickets and puts out the pallets of bricks. I mean, dude, when they got to take that fucker in, they do. They got to arrest that son of a bitch, man, because he's nothing but bad for this country, and he's trying to start, just as he's done in other parts of the globe, a color revolution here in the United States to turn us over into a globalist controlled country. It's outrageous. Go ahead.
Sorry, Nick. What's weird too is that the same, like you and I and our friends that are conservatives, we know better, right? We know that Antifa is not just a theory. Remember when Jerry Nadler said that?
Yeah.
Biden said, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy that the same liberal people that I'm friends with think George Soros is like a fictional character.
Really?
Dude, it's crazy.
Like he's like Kaiser Soze or something?
Yes, exactly. They're oh, we got an update. Hold on.
Oh my God. They think
Yeah.
George Soros is like Kaiser Soze.
Dude, I'm serious.
Wow.
Can you believe that they think like it's just a myth?
Well,
The same.
I mean, people can't put it together that the source that said that is probably funded by George Soros, just the same way as NPR or PBS. Someone said to me the other day, "Well, PBS says that masks are necessary and vaccines are necessary." And I said, "Yeah, you know who funds PBS, man? The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the guy who's pushing the vaccine. Can you not put that together? Do you not see that?" And people, I think, in most people, they don't think, three-dimensionally or four-dimensionally. We're talking like three-dimensional chess or four-dimensional chess.
Yeah.
That's what these guys are playing, and people are still stuck on this two-dimensional plane where they only see one move ahead, and that's it. They don't see the other moves taking place at these other levels.
Yeah, it's just
so what's the update, Joe? What is it?
So it's super close. I actually went to KBC. Let's see what they got it at. They have it at 205 to 1. Oh wait, that can't be right. No, that's the house. There. Hold on one second here. Oh, this will be the same. Hold on. The popular vote is 49.9% to 48.6% for Biden. They've got 205 to 136. That's the same. Let's go to CBS. CBS I haven't gone to all night. 187 Biden, 133 Trump. So it's crazy. Fox News it just hit me right now. So they just gave Trump Ohio on CBS. So that's big.
Yeah.
So Fox, I remember 4 years ago, Fox was always ahead, way ahead.
Yeah. So they just gave him Ohio. So what's the count at now?
Well, on Fox, they're at, I think it's like 228 to, that would make it to like 222, something like that. They're not showing it now. They're doing their what ifs.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. 227. 227 to 204, it still says.
Okay. Well, we're catching up.
Yeah. But, the Pennsylvania thing is where it's going to get sticky. And what was the other one? With the P, Pennsylvania and Michigan.
Is it going to come down to hanging chads like it did in Florida that one year?
That was such a joke. And, that I'll be honest with you, I really think they fucked Al Gore that time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they fucked Al Gore. Like, that's what we talk about. I think they're selected, not elected. This is more of that right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to rig it when the voice of the people is so loud. You know what I mean?
But it's so split right now. That's the problem. It's so like, come on, 227 to 210.
Yeah, I don't think they're being honest.
No,
I really don't. I really don't. And I think they're withholding votes in some states. And
Iowa goes to Trump. 6 electoral votes for Trump. 52% to 45% for Trump.
Well, this is it's coming down to the wire, but like I said, and like you said, that if all these states that they're poised to go red at this point, even though they're not completely done counting, or they're not past that threshold, the ones that are poised to go red, if they do go red, continue to go red, then I just heard some yelling going on from my people.
Probably no. They won Iowa.
Georgia. So. He just got Georgia. Trump just got Georgia.
Yeah, that was going to happen.
Yeah. All right.
Here's a quote by Mark Twain. I was trying to tell you this the other day. If voting made a difference, they wouldn't let us do it. That's Mark Twain.
Okay.
See, I agree with that. That's my favorite. One of my favorite quotes.
Yeah. Well, you're right. I mean, it is the illusion of choice, and the only reason they would let Trump in is because it serves their agenda, which is to further divide Americans, to weaken us, to make us easier to take over. That's really the only reason, At least that's my opinion. And I'll say that that's my opinion. That's not a fact, but that's my opinion.
And I'm sticking to it.
Damn it.
They still haven't said anything about Georgia. Well,
my sources on band.video and InfoWars are saying he got Georgia.
Oh, well, he's gonna get it. I mean, that's he's way ahead in Georgia, but I don't think they've called it yet. But maybe they did. But either way, it's his state. I already counted that in before.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense that it's this 50-50 across the world. I don't believe it. I mean,
it's weird. I've always found that odd that America is so evenly split 50-50. It just doesn't make sense, bro. It's like it's what's the word I'm looking for? Almost mathematically impossible for it to be like that. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I find it very odd that we're always this close. That half the country is one and half the country is the other. It doesn't make sense to me, man. It really doesn't.
Before when Reagan won 49 states to 1 over Walter Mondale, now you have too many news outlets and people can corrupt it, and I don't trust any. Listen, man, it's true. I tell everybody, all these stories. I don't care if it's coronavirus. You cannot trust more than 2% of what you watch on the news. You can't. Right. It just everything. If they say some healthy hockey player was killed, playing on the ice while skating, he had coronavirus. No, it's not true. It's fake.
Yeah.
But we are so programmed, especially not as much. The kids nowadays are learning. And listen, here's the one thing I want to say, and I'm probably going to say it on social media. If Trump loses, he accomplished the two things that I wanted him to accomplish. Because listen, in the long run, does Trump being president affect your life a lot?
Not really.
Not really, right? Did Obama, when Obama was president, I'm not talking about the things we watch like the race wars and, no cops beat me up when, they just gave another state to, hold on. No, they're going to commercial, sorry. So, it doesn't change our lives. We're we're not in the stock market. If we were super rich, then it would probably affect our life. But I wanted Trump to win for two reasons. To expose, actually 3 reasons. Expose liberal Hollywood, he did. To drain the swamp, to be an outsider, kind of to come in and win, he did that. And the most importantly, that I saw for years, and I also saw when I was in the media doing my sports talk radio show, but I saw stuff like the program director would tell me to say stories a certain way. I'm like, no, that's lying. I'm not going to say, no, just trust me, say that. And then I saw other DJs doing the same thing, but exposing the media. That was my number one. Fake news. That's,
right.
And it's crazy. Like when I see Brian Stelter, we talked about this the other day on CNN, and that fat ass tells everybody, can you believe Donald Trump says that the news shouldn't be trusted, that we lie? Can you believe he says that? And they're also dumbstruck. The other oh my God, they're dumbfounded. Oh, can you believe that? Yeah, right. His followers believe him. It's true. It's crazy. I see the game plan now, and he totally, the veil is gone, and you cannot trust him anymore. But still, the liberals still trust CNN.
I can't get my head around it, man. Even when it's been proven that they've lied time and time again, and I think. Here's the problem is that you got a large portion of Americans, older Americans, who were raised on the news to trust it. People like, Walter Cronkite, back in the day, who wouldn't report it with a slant. He wouldn't give any opinion. He would just say, here are the facts. This is the news today. This is what happened in the world today. Very simple. And people still have this. They've been kind of conditioned to take that authoritative figure as fact, as that this person isn't going to lie to me. This person is just giving me facts. And even if on a conscious level they know that that's not true, subconsciously they still have this affinity towards these authoritative figures that we see on TV as what they're telling us is fact. And so it's harder for them to discern between what now is considered to be more entertainment, if anything, than to be factual news reporting. So it's sad. And but we're definitely getting more fractured, where you've got younger Americans who aren't watching these news outlets anymore. They're getting their news from social media, which, in my opinion, the jury is still out on that one, because I think that social media is just as manipulative, if not more so, than the mainstream media.
God. I forgot about social media.
Yeah, so I mean, we're in really, really weird territory right now, where hopefully they're seeing it for what it is. I know my friends' kids; they're in their late teens, and they see the BS. They know that what they see on TV and the social media is complete BS. But can that be said for everyone? I don't know. Are kids really developed enough to have critical thinking skills when it comes to information like that? I know I wasn't at that age. I was pretty impressionable. That's why I voted Democrat for so many years, because I was so impressionable. I believed the bullshit. I believed the hype. But once I started waking up and questioning things and looking at things with a critical eye, then I started realizing, oh, okay, now these people have been lying to me. And these are the actual facts based on what they've been telling me were facts. And it's once you wake up, once you've been red pilled, man, once you see the Matrix for what it is, there's no going back. And you can see the bullshit now. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of cable news. I hardly ever do. But when I do find that I'm around it, if I'm at someone's house and they've got it on, if they're watching Fox or CNN or MSNBC, I can see the bullshit, literally. Like I can just tell by the way that they phrase things, the wording that they use, the prefacing things with "I think" all the time. It's all opinion. It's not news. It's not fact. It's all opinion. And once you step back and you can look at it that way, that you can see it. You can see it for what it is, which is complete and utter bullshit. So, so what are your numbers saying now? Any new updates?
No, but I mean, Georgia, they still say Georgia has not been called yet, but he's way ahead in Georgia. So, Michigan, he's way ahead. Like, man, now he's 11 points. They narrowed it a little bit. I just missed Minnesota. HIJK. No, it's coming up. I haven't seen Minnesota. California was like 60 something to 30 something. We're idiots out here.
We're surrounded by idiots.
We really are. Like we really are. They're sheep. They really are. They're sheep. They'll never change their mind. Like, what else do you have to? Even New York. Like, how can any New Yorker worth their salt vote for Cuomo again?
Cuomo, he's just as bad as if not worse than Newsom, in terms of the amounts of deaths that came as a result of his actions, sending those people into the nursing homes, and then lying about it afterwards, saying I never said that, and then trying to cover it up by removing that from his website. And that in and of itself is a criminal act, and he needs to be held accountable for that. First off, second, the fact that it's now public knowledge that that's what he did, people should be like, no fucking way am I voting for this clown again. I don't get it, dude.
And then his brother, Minnesota, Biden won Minnesota handedly. Oh, they haven't called Minnesota yet. How many does that get? Minnesota, so Biden will get Minnesota. However many, yeah, he's way ahead in Minnesota. He's like 10 points ahead. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you see, this is what I'm talking about. All these states that are run by Democrats, where you have all the riots and the police brutality. When are these people going to realize they're doing something wrong? They keep voting in the same people. Like, I always say to myself, if I was black, would I see the light? I would. I totally would. I would finally be like, they want me to hate Trump. I understand. Like, okay, in the 80s, 90s, whatever, they said Republicans weren't for us, but now it's not true anymore. Wake the fuck up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think at least it started. At least the conversation's being had that the point is being made that these Democrat policies are not good for the African American community. And we've seen what they've done, how they've removed the father from the home, and what that has resulted in, which is more black men ending up in prison for murders, drugs, and other and crimes, theft, and so forth. So at least the conversation's on the table. At least those items are on the table and people are discussing them. So that's one step closer, which is why you see a large Blexit, the black exit from the Democrat Party, and a migration away from them, not necessarily towards the Republicans, but at least a migration away from them is a step in the right direction.
Yeah,
that's how I started. When I figured out that how fucked up they were during Obama and Hillary and all that shit, I was like, I'm registered independent, and I was registered independent for a while. And when the opportunity came down to a vote between Hillary, God hate her, and Trump, the decision for me was easy because I didn't know a lot about Trump, but I knew enough about Hillary to go, there's no fucking way I want that lady in the office, because she'd have taken us to World War III in Syria. God guaranteed it.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. So the fact that I made the right choice with Trump, seeing what he's done after he got in office, I'm very pleased about that. I'm pleased that I made the right choice, and that I chose the right guy, and he actually did the stuff that he said he was going to do, and more.
And more. The list of accomplishments is mind blowing. Mind blowing.
Yeah, it is. There's like 140 different things or something that he's done that have that he's done during the course of his stay in the White House. So, yeah, man. Well, what do you think, bro?
Well, just called Minnesota. Yep, there you go. How many did he get for that one? 10. So now he's going to be at about 2. What it was I say last time? So he's in the high 230s. And I think he's going to win like one more state, and that's it. He's not going to get to 270. So here's the kicker. Pennsylvania is 20 points. So that means he needs to get to 250 if they're going to cheat. 237. 237 Biden, 210 Trump. So that means he needs 13 electoral votes from whatever's remaining, the 7 or 8 states that are remaining. He needs 13 points for them to successfully be able to cheat and say Pennsylvania is going to flip for him in the mail-in votes, and he'll be at 270. Really? What's your update?
They said like Joe Biden's supposed to come on shortly and make some announcement.
Really? Huh.
Uh-oh. Give it to me.
He said that Joe Biden's supposed to come on shortly and make some kind of announcement.
Yeah, who knows? It's going to be something.
It's going to be a concession. What do you mean you don't know?
All right. That will never happen. They will shoot him before that happens. But I just don't see it. I don't see it. He's got 238. There's no way he's. I mean, Pennsylvania's 20. So and Biden and Trump is way ahead. I mean, he's way ahead. So let's say they give him that state, right? If they cheat and they give it to him, he still needs 12 more electoral votes from the other places that are remaining, and Trump's way ahead. Right. See, Georgia, 16 votes. That's going to go to Trump.
Right. So there's just no way that he can win.
Yeah.
There's no way that Biden can win. Unless they cheat. Yeah, which is what I've said. What I've always said.
Yeah.
So if we're playing it fair, all right, there's no way Biden can win. And it looks like Trump's going to get the electoral vote and possibly the popular vote. What do you say? What say you on that, Sir Joe?
And by the way, that's another thing. Even the popular vote's always like within 1 million or 2 million. It's such bullshit. I don't believe it. He was like 400,000 or 500,000 behind last time. Oh, there's Kentucky is going to be. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was already decided. That was decided early. Trump killed him in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see the remaining states. Let's see. Donna Brazil is on.
Yeah.
And then even though the results are coming in, it's like a dick tease. Oh, race call Arizona again. Forget it. I don't know. They keep showing that one. That was kind of a shocker to me.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna based on what you're telling me, because I don't have the numbers in front of me, but based on what you're telling me, it looks as if Trump will take it. We'll take the Electoral College, right?
Yeah. I'm looking at all the numbers. There's no. I mean, Trump. The states that he's leading in, he's going to be over 270. So the only possible thing they can do is cheat on Pennsylvania. But even if they cheat on Pennsylvania, Joe Biden's going to be, 5 to 10 electoral college points short.
Even if they cheat with Pennsylvania.
Yeah. See, Georgia, there's another 16.
Right. So essentially, we're calling it Trump won.
They're going to cheat. We know that. We're gonna, let's call that. We're going to say, I know we're wrapping up. We'll say Trump won, but there's going to be some cheating going on. There's going to be fighting in the streets. There's going to be tennis shoes stolen from Foot Locker. There's going to be rocks thrown at cops. We know that's coming.
There's going to be tennis shoes stolen from Foot Locker. I think that is a given.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Here's a Nevada. Hold on. Let's see what's going on in Nevada. It's going to be the next one. No, New York is next. By the way, New York was a little bit closer.
Really?
New York usually is a big blowout, but I think New York's getting smart. I think Trump, here comes. New York was 55 to 43, which is not that bad.
Considering, right.
Considering
how blue they usually are. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is the big one. Nevada. Ready?
Yeah.
It's coming up right now. New York. What? Oh, they didn't even put it up there. Oh, wait. Actually, hold on. I got to work on my alphabetical order. Hold on. V comes before W. My bad. Hold on. Here comes New Hampshire. Geez, a lot of new. Nebraska. No, they didn't put up there. Why is that? That's weird. No Nevada.
Keep going. B is after A. And A.
Okay, let's go. And my daughter's giving me North Dakota. Okay, hold on. She's right. Exit. Let's see. Exit.
Nevada would be before North Dakota.
Yeah.
One from Montana.
Oh my gosh. I'm fast forwarding.
Am I from Montana to Carolina?
Oh, there it is again.
Just wait.
All right, let's see. Here we go. Montana. Sorry about that, folks, out there in Radio Land. I know we got that dead air going. Should be right. North Carolina. No, they skipped it. That's weird. How come they don't even give you an update from Nevada? Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, because Nevada's crooked.
Dude, like it's not even every state has been shown. North Dakota, North Carolina, Nebraska. So watch alphabetical order. Tell me if I'm wrong. Nebraska, right? That's a B.
Uh-huh.
Here it is New Hampshire.
UVW, right? It should be Nevada, New Hampshire.
Right. Nothing.
Then New York.
I've been seeing all night. There's New Jersey.
New Jersey, and then New York. Yeah. HIJ, right? I can spell. I know the alphabet.
Yeah. New Mexico.
I have to do that every fucking time. You realize that? I'm a 48-year-old man, and I still have to run through the alphabet every time.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, TVW Nevada. Yeah, no, it's not there. They're not even talking about it though. They haven't even mentioned it all night in Nevada.
Yeah. Well, the betting odds in Nevada are all for Trump, man. You hear about that British banker that bet $5 million?
My mom was telling me today. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
So I gave a friend of mine. He's a preacher. He's a minister. Sorry, I picked up $2,400 from his. We met. He gave me $2,400. First, he gave me $1,700, and he loved Trump so much he met me for another $700. So his $2,400 bet will get him back $3,600. Mm-hmm. But I told him, listen, dude, I don't want to be, if there's like a holdup and the mail-in votes, whatever, I don't want to be responsible. Like, what happens if it takes another month? Because it's going to be, we'll see. Because supposedly Nancy Pelosi's next in line behind Pence, and if there's a holdup because Pence is already in office, it goes to Nancy Pelosi, and she can do a lot of damage.
Yeah. That is if she doesn't catch a bullet first.
Oh, did you see her quote today? I'm reading it on the right side of our page here. Pelosi, she says, Coney Barrett, illegitimate Supreme Court justice. I mean, she's such a bitch, right?
Dude, that lady is a piece of work.
Fair and square. We follow the Constitution.
Yep.
Nothing funny about what happened. The vote, I know they didn't like it. They would have done the same exact thing, right? You agree with me on that, don't you?
Yep, totally.
They would have done it. They would have said F the Republicans. And here she is saying Coney Barrett. I mean, can there be a more legitimate Supreme Court justice than Coney Barrett?
No, they played that straight down the line as been outlined in the Constitution. So, no, man, it's just them crying foul again, just like they did when Trump was elected. They didn't get their way, and so they're gonna throw a fucking tantrum, and they're gonna do it again. Even when it all comes in, like you said, bro, it wins the Electoral College in these places. They're gonna say, well, for the next 10 days, this is going to go on because thanks to the Supreme Court ruling in whatever state it was, it said that they can have 10 days after the election to wait for the ballots to come in as long as they're postmarked by November 3rd. So you're going to have another week and a half of Democrats crying foul and saying, well, all the votes haven't been counted. Even if there's an overwhelming majority of votes that are already in and already in favor of Trump, they're still going to hold it up. I don't know how, but they're still going to do it.
And they're going to say Russian collusion and he cheated. It's going to be something. But there's a guy on Fox right now. He's some expert, whatever. I think a voting guy, and he said he just doesn't see how North Carolina was hold on. Oh, North Carolina is close. You get 15 on that one. See that but Trump is ahead 50.1% to 48.7. That's 15. So that's the state right there. If Biden wins that state, then they can cheat with Pennsylvania. It hasn't been called yet. It's 94% of the votes are into the precincts. So Trump is up 2.7 million to 2.6 million. He's 800,000 ahead. I just did the math.
Okay.
So now that could be trouble. But I mean, Trump's way ahead. But if Trump loses that'll put Biden at like 252. And then Pennsylvania's 20. That's what they're hoping for. You know that, right? Just to get to 250 for Biden.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Then that would put him, if he got Pennsylvania, at 272, which is not enough.
Charger? Where's my charger?
Well, I'm sure we're gonna be coming back here. We'll be back here next week, and it may not have been decided.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said you're right. It might not be decided. Georgia has not been called yet, but he's way ahead in Georgia. That's 16 for him.
Yeah, they're milking it, bro.
Yeah, they're milking it. They want us up all night, and listen, man. If you're a fan of ours listening to this show, just grin and bear it. Whoever wins, whoever loses, it's not really going to affect your life. Let's start getting along. And if Biden wins, it's not. I'm not going to go on a rampage and get pissed off. I don't care enough. I just care about my family. I want to take care of my family. I care about my friends. You know what I mean? So let's get back to normalcy.
I agree. I think that's a good bit of advice. And a good place to bring this podcast to a close. It's been a fun ride. It's been an exciting ride. I think that we've gotten a lot closer to knowing what the outcome is going to be. However, as you stated, there's always the possibility that they will try to pull a fast one, especially in Pennsylvania. So keep glued to the screen and put on a fresh pot of coffee and stay up and watch the mayhem unfold. Because I'll tell you what, after it's announced that, and I'm calling it, man, after it's announced that Trump's won, the libtards and the BLM and Antifa are going to go apeshit, and they are going to tear up our cities. So stay up and watch that. That's going to be some interesting news coverage right there.
Yeah. Even by the way, Wisconsin, Trump is up 115,000 votes. That'll be another 10 electoral college votes. So, I mean, I don't understand why. You see, it's all bullshit, man. Why they're giving Biden the Midwest states that should have been counted with the other Midwest states that are all going to Trump now at the end just to keep everybody in front of their TV sets.
Yeah.
They do it every year. Other than Reagan, Obama. No, Obama. Who did Obama kill the first time? McCain.
Yeah.
No, that one wasn't very suspenseful.
Well, bro, my people, I'm telling you, told us that he got Georgia, and they're milking it on your end, on the other, sources. They're like, he doesn't have Georgia yet. It's a foregone conclusion. He's got Georgia.
Man, now Pennsylvania. Man, he's 57.
Yeah,
dude,
he's way ahead of Pennsylvania too.
2.5 million to 1.848. He's way ahead.
Wow. Yeah. And usually it's the Western Pennsylvania votes that come in later that usually go towards the conservative Republican candidates. So
listen,
they're not going to win it. It's over.
I know you don't have the numbers in front of you. I'm turning to the right every time. The only way Biden wins is if they get away with cheating. There's no way. What was that state I said was like 15, whatever it was? If he wins that, then they can cheat, but he's not even winning that. He's not even close.
Carolina. Right.
Yeah, he's not. He's a little close compared to the other states. I mean, that one he's like 3 percentage points behind, but like 95% is in. You're not going to make up 300,000 votes in 5%. It's impossible.
No, it is. It's statistically impossible.
Yeah.
So I'm calling it, bro. Trump won.
All right, I'll take it too. Trump won, and I was wrong, and I'm happy I'm wrong, and I won some bets. So it was a great show, dude. That was fun. That was
fun, and you got to reassess your gematria now.
Well, it's not official yet. We'll see. We'll see.
All right, and if gematria really works, dude, start making some money with it. Start placing some bets.
He does have a thing that he only wants $1. It's called Pantheon or something. They just gave no. So he wants $1. That's all he asked for is $1. Oh, you all right?
Yeah, I just took a little bourbon down the wrong tube.
Oh, there you go. So he asked for $1, but he gives sports picks, and everybody's like on the comments on YouTube. They're like, "Dude, this guy's incredible. He's awesome." So he does know something, and he was right about a lot of stuff with the Dodgers. And I gave you all this stuff earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows his stuff. This one, I told you, the gematria for this wasn't that strong because he says there's still stuff lined up for Trump with the numbers, but there's a lot of weird coincidental stuff with Kamala Harris and the number 47. She would have been number 47 if he won, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. If Biden, I don't know how that works. I guess so. Biden would be 46, and then she would be 47. Yeah,
right. And there's a huge thing with,
Who's to say that she won't come back at some point in the future as number 47?
Yeah. Oh, she's no way in hell. No, she's honestly, she's the worst politician I've ever. She's dumb. Did you see? Are you still going to see the 60 Minutes? Dude, when we get off, YouTube the 60 Minutes interview with her and look at. Did you see the video somebody put about when the lady asked her, who's your favorite rapper that's alive? Tupac.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
And she's like, Tupac's dead. She goes, oh my God, I know I always do that. Like, how stupid can you be?
Yeah.
To say Tupac. That's like me saying, like, Elvis is my favorite live performer right now. Just fucking stupid. He didn't die a year ago. He died in 1995.
Right.
All right, Joe Biden's about to speak. Go watch it, and we'll talk later.
All right.
All right, buddy. Thanks, my man.
All right, later.
Bye.
That's the end of the show, folks. Thanks again for joining us for this special election night edition of the Jew and Mr. 142. It's always been fun. It's always a pleasure to come to you and give you the news as we see it. Hopefully you like what you see. So join us here again next time, as we'll probably still be debating this fucking election. Hopefully not. Hopefully they'll call it like I said. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Stay safe. And don't go near downtown. A little dangerous. Good night.